What the Juckos, everybody? Jando here, back at it with another video. It is the finale of week 3. It's Jucko versus Hard Kai. All my hard work to reach 280 by this point was for this boss fight, was to clear Hard Kai this early so I could get my hands on some very easy to obtain eternal pieces. Without further ado, let's get started. I am sitting at about 132 mil CP for this boss fight. Managed to get item burning from Hard Saren, which boosted me up by 10 mil CP, which is pretty good. And let's dive into this boss fight. So there's two big differences between this fight and normal Kai. First up is that any damage he does to you, it's more punishing. Every attack he does in this phase reduces your gauge, your time hyperspace gauge, and then whenever you do his test, you get if you get hit, the score goes up or gets lowered quite a bit. You kind of have to be on point. However, with being Jenny lived, you now have two 10-second iframes, and with those two 10-second iframes, you will simplify this boss beyond belief. Now, I think I get a little cheeky here, and I just iframe out off the gate, thinking, yeah, whatever. They get reset, not realizing that, oh, wait a second, a test is coming. So ideally save them. I think I realized this. No, I just pop both. I'm like, fuck it, I'm just gonna be iframed, get a full gauge. There are multiple ways to play this fight because you do have 20 seconds of invulnerability, effectively 40 with Origin and Bind. Because I don't have this, I actually have to play this round. I have to be a gamer and actually parry these, which isn't too bad. This test is actually relatively simple once you get the timing down. Then he does the hardest one, but me being a gamer, I managed to actually dodge this one, which I surprised myself, honestly. But I get that cheeky 10k playing properly. So you can iframe either the test or you can iframe his non-test phase. It's up to you. I think it's much easier to just iframe the test because between the groggy state, between him being bound, you're really only interrupting him for about like 30 seconds, maybe like 25 to 30 seconds, which is not a lot. You can see me bonk him with a burst, and this is 2 bursts in, and he's already at 82%. You are in for a bit of not a long fight, but you have to get used to this timing. So I'm getting bonked by basically everything because I can't dodge for shit. I tried to I dashed through that instead of using the NPC interact key. Look, I am rusty with this boss, but it's more to showcase that, yeah, you can get slapped around. As long as you have found it up and you can keep up healed, you're fine. So we start off with a test, and I'm like, cool, I'm going to ignore this with my first iframe, and I'm just DPMing him freely. I do believe you still need to use the hyperspace for this to work, for it to get the full points. I think so. Because you want to slow it down so the thing has enough time to charge up. And then I boom into the Jenny iframe. I make sure I favorite them and show them here, just so I know how long I have. And look at that, a free 10k. I didn't even have to try against those tests. He becomes groggy. I burst. Bonk him. And then the moment he finishes being groggy, I hit him with the bind. And then look at that, like that. That's like he's, it's so silly. And the moment he gets out of bind, I have what, 25 seconds of having to interact with them. And the hyper stance gauge, the hyperspace time gauge is already half. But you can see getting hit does reduce it. So you ideally don't want to get hit. That's like the benefit of going for using the iframes during this, so you do get a full gauge. But if you just play properly, easier said than done, you can easily get enough gauge. But we'll see going through each test. So I actually don't use it here. So I said, fuck it, I actually will use it just in case. Pop the iframe, and I just get a free hit him. It's like, cool. Now, the biggest issue with this cheese strat is timing. You cannot fuck this up. The moment you fuck this up and become desynced, it's over. You basically have to skip a stage for a full cycle of this boss if you want to like resync. It is very punishing if you flub it up. And we may see that later in this video. Who knows? But it is the second Origin burst, and we get in there and do a shit ton of damage. With the Origin, he is doing nothing for even longer. So after he gets Origin bound, he gets normal bound, and then you can see that I then only have to interact with him for about 20 seconds. It's so silly. There we go, 18 seconds of having to actually interact with his mechanics. And you can see me just spamming buttons willy-nilly. Nearly die, but I managed to get found up, managed to heal. Give him some spacing so I don't get bonked by his attacks, anyway. But it's test time. I frame. I use hyperstance. I don't think it's, again, don't quote me on that. We'll see. This is in part a guide, in part us clear, in part a VOD review. But we give him the double iframes, and yeah, we can just free hit him. I think there is a way to do your mini burst in that pause between his 2 tests. I'm not sure. To be fair, you don't really need the damage if you're overspec'd. So we go in with another burst, just like clockwork. It's a very... once you have this on lock, this is a very formulaic boss fight. So he managed to get 2 cheeky hits into me before I bind, but he is now bound, and I go in for another 10 seconds of just hitting him for free. Like, oh, I love this kind of boss where there is no map hazards when he's bound. It's just, And this is rinse. Actually, we're about to phase him now. So when he phases, his time distort resets. So I push him until the next test, just so I can get the full resets on all my skills. If I iframe, I think I do just iframe this. So both iframes are up now. I go through the entire test. I purposely don't hit him because I want to wait until after this test that I can phase him, and then I can immediately burst. We get the cheeky full 10k. Very easy. And then once the cooldown reduction goes through and he goes into the groggy state, I bonk him. And then he will phase. And we get a cheeky music change. Yeah. Go in for a burst straight away. And phase 2 is, yeah, as shown in normal Kai, like everything just becomes more. That attack is the same. This attack, he will send out a wave, so I get ready for the wave and parry through it. 3 waves. This is probably, I still hate this attack so much, but if you get on top of him, you dodge all of it. And then this time he shoots out 2 guys, and because I'm so far away from him, he's got a blink to me. I try and avoid his 2 hit where he TPs and then bonks you. Here I manage to parry into him, and I'm fine. Yeah, the first time he phases, he has that full 50 seconds till the next time to start. So you actually have to interact with him for longer than usual. But it is time for the first test. I get bonked twice here. Uh-oh. A little desynced. Uh-oh. Is this enough? Even though I got bonked twice, is this still enough to try and reach the 10k? I was a little sweating. I'm like, ooh, did I fuck up? Is this it? Is it over? We have the 2 iframes, so we can ignore this completely. Oh, is it enough? Is it enough? Oh my god, I was clenching just enough to reach the 10k, and I managed to get the full reset, and we go in with the burst into the Origin. Probably could have waited for the Origin to try and extend his groggy state and his downtime, because he just gets rebound by Origin. But honestly, it doesn't really matter. Cancel his animation and bind him again, and then we get to play with him for like 20 seconds. It's so silly. Just get bonked by all of his attacks. Hey, nothing changes. Fat finger the U key as I try and press NPC chat, which is on my Y key. And does he TP here? Nope, I'm still within range, which is good. And then we go into test. I press tab, throw out the first iframe. I think I did that a little early. I don't think it actually matters, really. I'm just holding down Q because it's like, oh, I don't know, I don't need to do anything else. Goes to the second one, and then I pop out the Jenny iframe. And that's, oh, look at that. Just another clean test, clean cycle. And by the way, I should say, this is my first time in phase 2 of Hard Kai as well. I just want to state, once you get the hang of this, on Erel, it is such a simple boss. Probably my favorite, because it's just so easy, and his rewards are so good. You can just get in, get out. We go for another burst bind combo, and he's just doing nothing for so long. Look at that, 25 seconds to interact with them. I'm just repeating myself at this point. This is just going to be a full clear of me just yapping. And once you get the hang of it, like, this boss is a cakewalk. Uh-oh. Hang on a second. My first death. It's fine. We have 4 lives left. He's at 23%. There is no way. Like, I 100%. This is a clear. Like, there's nothing to worry about, right? I framed this, and I realized I didn't have hyperspace on. So I put it on, throw the iframe out. Everything should be fine, but I'm looking at that gauge. Why is it moving up so slowly? Is this okay? Bring out the second iframe. And I'm like, can you speed up? Like, what's going on here? Why are you going so slow? Can you... You're not reach 10k, are you? Please? Uh-oh. And I am now desynced. Oh! So let's see how bad it is if you desync. Because I'm not bursting now. I can't burst him. I can't bind him. I die again. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Am I throwing? Am I going to wipe? So this is where things can get extremely awkward. If you mess up the test and you don't reset your cooldowns, things can get messy. So here I go with a completely desynced burst bind combo. Managed to get it off at least, and he's now at 16%. I die again. Okay, I gotta make it close, but not too close. But now here is a major problem. I have no time distort. I have like 3 seconds of it, and I get bonked the first time. Managed to get through the second, and look at my iframes. That's 8 seconds away. Uh-oh. 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 It's not looking good. It's not looking good. I'm dying again. Oh my goodness. 1 life left. Maybe it's kind of close. Here I am thinking, oh no, oh geez, oh god. Or look, we're only 11 minutes into the fight. Like, it's fine, we can just rerun. It's all good. It's only 11 minutes, we're losing. Here I'm like, alright, my iframes are back up. I gotta lock in, time distorts in 30 seconds. I have no burst. What the fuck do I do? It can get pretty dicey when you desync and you don't really know the boss fight. You get caught, you get exposed, but we lock in, 1 life left. Time to start starting in 10 seconds. Managed to parry through that attack, which is quite good. And time to start begins. We have the first iframe. We iframe up. Now, I don't use hyperspace yet. We'll see if this reaches the cheeky 10k. He goes into the second one. Reload that Jenny iframe. Don't get hit at all. And would you look at that? Don't need hyperspace at all. As long as you're invulnerable for the full 20 seconds, you are fine. And we are now resynced. We're back into it as we go in for the full burst into Origin combo. And it's just not enough. Well, he's still at 7%, so it's probably 1 more burst. But we have this on lock. And with the bind afterwards, we then only have to interact with him for 20 seconds. Hyperspace gauge is at full, so we have a reprieve. Managed to get on top of him for those 3 attacks, or the 3 waves. We block the first one into the second one. It's quite nice. Get bonked by this. Get bonked by that. He's got a TP to us now. Get bonked by both of those. Uh-oh. 2 HP. Woo! We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Oh, God. We're fine. We're fine. No, we're fine. 1 HP. Oh, talk about cutting it close. We iframe into the test. I wasn't certain I was iframe, so I try and parry the test as well. Oh, so look at that. We failed again. We didn't get the full reset. We're kind of throwing at the moment. Why aren't we locked in yet? Realize we have Ascent, so we use the Ascents for iframes. As we place... This is very loose, very loose. So we could have ended the fight like a minute ago. But with this very shocking last segment of this fight, it is not looking good. But we managed to hold through. Bind is finally off cooldown. And I just go for it. Bind him into a burst. And that is a wrap. Not even close. It is a clear on Hard Kai. I forgot how insane that last part was. You can see how like smooth and simple it is. And then the moment you fuck up, oof, shit goes crazy. All right, so we pop our drop coupons and we bonk the thing open and look at that. We get a pitched box. Yippee. 3 tokens. So we are, what, 3%? 10%. We have 3 out of 30. And here I am. I get, what do I open first? Open the frag box first. No, I open the pitch box first. What do I open first? Come on, just open it up. Open it up. And I think I took a screenshot of it. That's why there is a delay. Oh, look, you gotta show it off. Like, what's the point? We gotta either show it off, throw it in all the discords, get that fire emoji react, and I get a spell book. I get like bamboozled thinking, wait, where did it go in the equips? And then I see that I get a spell book, and I'm like, and I pog off. That's a huge, huge item drop as I open it up. Yes, I want my cursed red spell book. Instant 2 mil off the cuff with actually a not too bad flame. 100 strength, not bad. Open up the fraggy box and get 70 big ones. And I have 3 time shards. 27 more to go to get those 3 pieces of eternal gear. And that will do it. That is a wrap on Hard Kai. 132 mil CP solo. And it shows off the cheese strat and how bad the cheese strat can go awry if you flub it up. But yes, as always, thank you all for watching. Have a good day. I'll catch you all in the next one.